Let me just chat while we're waiting for the ads. I turned the mic on, honey. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, handsome man?
Yes.
Beautiful man.
How do we sound, chat? Do we sound a little quiet?
Gay. Do I need to turn things up?
Yes, the ads have just started.
Ah, go.
Okay.
This wiener looks like it's got
Okay.
sunglasses.
Yeah, it does. And we're a good bit louder than the song, so that should be fine.
Okay.
And yes, absolutely ask questions.
What up? Bird up.
Bird up. Ba-ba-ba-da.
Oh, Jesus, that thing's is big.
Oh.
Where do these people put these things?
I think you already know the answer to that one, Princess.
Yes.
Where does that go? Where else would it go?
I don't think you can fit it up the front. Dang, I follow so many, like, sex toy makers now.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like, anyone who's got, merch to sell, they have to retweet or whatever it is on Blue Sky a bunch. Because you need to make sure people are seeing your shit.
Yeah,
So half of my feed is sex toys now.
yeah, I refuse to call it re-skeet.
Re-skeet! Skeet, 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 skeet! Oh, there it goes. Okay. There we go. Oh, I should have spent that time getting the fucking shit up, shouldn't I? Ah, hello, everyone.
Professionalism.
I've done this for literal years. I don't even have a new canvas up.
Professional.
Everyone's gonna fire me. Hello, everybody.
No.
Welcome to the Patreon stream for the month.
Hello.
I have already gotten a bad grade.
No. A thing that is both not possible and not graded.
I cried at therapy last week, or this week, I guess.
Yes.
And I turned to my husband afterwards, and I was like, I did bad at therapy.
How stressful is it to manage multiple AUs? Write things down. Don't freeball it like a lot of artists do.
Bruh, it's supposed to be for fun. Just have fun with it.
Like
I never really stressed about the shit I make, except not making enough content for the patrons to appreciate.
Yeah, if you're worried about it, write things down. That's as someone who did RPing for a long time, write down notes if you're worried about forgetting things. If you're freeballing it and don't care, then cool.
Yeah, just draw by the seat of your pants.
Please do not cause panic.
Do it.
Wife's over here like, you'll be fine.
Say screw it. Just do whatever the fuck you want. That's what I do.
It's true. They were not, in fact, fine.
You think I know what I'm doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Well, if it's D&D, you probably do need to take notes because you're playing it. You're making a game for people.
Yeah.
But I don't. Y'all act like I plan anything I do. Do you remember when I first started doing that like Cult of Lamb AU with Ewan? You know how many comics I said it would be?
5.
3. 3.
Well, that went out the window. I have a plan. Do you? I have a plan. There was.
I haven't played it yet, but I have seen people talking about it. I've been bad at
monster design
playing a lot of games lately. I mean, you can. I probably, if it's D&D, I probably don't know the fandom, so I wouldn't really be able to contribute.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of good monster stuff from the outside.
Isn't it like pixel art?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still gotta play the walk one, the claymation walk one.
Oh yeah, Midnight Walk.
Yeah, that one. I have that. I need to play it. It's been tough for me to like, I feel like when I'm not doing something that's like mindless to relax right now game-wise, I'm drawing.
Yeah.
So it's hard to like get into anything real serious, honestly.
Wife zoomed in.
I'm either playing an incredibly mindless game to just give my brain a break, or I'm drawing. There's no middle ground.
It's a Cult of the Lamb AU, they say.
Oh. Mine's technically finished, sort of, kinda.
It's at least at the end game.
Yeah, like all the plot development is gone except for like the wedding, which I'm not even sure I'll necessarily do. So
You've got
good
DLC
for me. I finished an
Belle.
AU. Yay! I've only done that once before, and because it was only like 3 comics.
Belle is the AU, or is she the DLC?
The DLC. I don't really think I'll do a lot of Belle stuff. I have a surprising lot of like stuff planned out for Belle, but I don't think I'll necessarily do it because it's not like doing anything I necessarily want to do, if that makes sense.
Yeah, exploring a future, but it's not really there.
Well, there's like plot and stuff to it, but there's no like driving force really behind it. One thing I thought I would actually do is use it as an excuse. The way to explore it is because when Belle takes over, she kills her parents by their choice, you know, because like they've lived a long life, they're ready to die.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe she tries to bring them back, and she ends up bringing up like instead of reviving her parents, who were technically both the gods at the time, she brings them back when they were mortal and died, which for Narender was basically his first birth when he got defeated, but for Ewan, that's right before they got sacrificed. So you have a Narender who only knows the Lamb as someone who just kicked him out of godhood, and Ewan who has no idea who the fuck any of y'all are. And all of their character development is totally washed, and then the story would just be about using them as a way to explain what happened afterwards, because like they gotta know too. And then just letting them go off and be like mortals and live a normal ass life together, see if they fall in love again and stuff. I thought that would be cute.
It would be. In Power Rangers stuff, at the end, Rita and Lord Zed, at least for a little while, are mortals. They're just normal people, so they just take off in an RV and explore space.
Didn't they get a daughter or something?
Yes. They out at some point, Lord Zed goes back to being Lord Zed, and Rita becomes the source of all good magic in one of the other series, which was the last one that the actress for Rita Repulsa was alive for.
Ah,
So she did that as her last role.
that's cute.
It was really nice. It was like a big send off to the actress and the character.
And she turned good. She turned good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah, she was the source of all good magic.
Yeah.
So it was like a nice little thing. The idea for their AU is that Lamb is sacrificed as a kid, and then Narender becomes like a father figure for them, and then uses that.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I like that one where the lamb's really, really old. This doesn't got anything going on, but it's fucking funny.
It was. The one where I saw like the one of like Narender like, this is what you used to look like, and they're like, oh no.
Yeah. I didn't actually like plan mine as an AU. It was just like, here's how I interpret the lamb.
And then it spiraled.
And then it just spiraled, yeah. That's usually how my shit starts, honestly.
Yeah, the best things do. They're just trying to escape you.
2 things I completely, like, started knowing that they were gonna be AUs, which would have been, like, the Myth Tale and the, one about... I forget what I call it. Ring Finger. The one where, Mono and Six from Little Nightmares get to, like, grow up together. Those I knew from the start were AUs. All the others, no. I just stumbled into this bullshit.
Shit happens when it happens.
Ewan is kind of just based on how I played the game, more or less, and then I just came up with stuff for why they acted like that.
They grew on you.
Yeah, I really like them as a character now. They've been a lot of fun to work with.
The absolute unmitigated gall of this little shit.
I loved making them cry. I love beating the shit out of them.
They posted their Nard. Go pull it up. Wait, do I not see that? Is it in a channel that I don't see? Oh well.
Your channel, you don't see?
Yeah, I still don't see the 10 tier, but
no, 10 tiers just requests.
okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I was working on a piece just before this, and I'm so sad because it's like one thing away from being finished, but it was going to take too long, and I wasn't going to be able to finish it before the stream started. And I was like, no, we got so far. Oh, is this one a Diglett? That's cute. I didn't notice that.
Diglett, 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 Dig.
I made them chibi because I wanted them to look like cave story-like critters, but I guess they'd both be kind of pretty small Pokemans.
Let me show you them. Yeah, wife was calling me, or it's just like finishing a massive thing. I hate this.
Bro, I am putting... When I get into things like that, I'm putting so much effort into shit people aren't even gonna look at. Or
But
care about, because usually when you do a fancy pick, no one cares.
But you gotta.
I can't not, like...
You can't not.
And it's something I'm doing for fun. No one paid me to do this one. I just wanted to do it.
That's really the thing, too. You would know. Even if no one else cares or notices, you would know. And it would bother you if you didn't. From all my experience around y'all art folks, that's exactly what it is.
Well, I thought it'd be fun to do.
Yeah. You've been having a lot of fun with it. It looks really good. Y'all won't get to see it for a hot minute, because...
I mean, they have the line work. Or at least if they're like at 5 or above, they do.
Yeah. But when it's done, that's gonna look amazing.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, honestly. Like, it turned out well. I was a bit worried about it midway, but nah, it's actually been going pretty good.
Yeah, it's been...
Once I added a bit of coloring to the shading, it came out really well. I was trying to keep it, like, relatively, like, solid shadows, solid colors, which I'm very bad at. But I was like, no, this needs a little bit of wiggle room. And I looked at the art reference, and, like, they had a little bit of wiggle room, so I was like, you know what, let's just put in some smudging and blending in this bitch. Let's add a few more colors.
I like it. It looks like a... it'll be like a pretty wall poster kind of.
I think it'd make a good phone background if anyone wants to use it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Someone drew fan art of one of my characters once, and I kept it as my phone background for the longest time.
Remember, folks, the best way to do an artist's art is fan art.
That is true. It makes me cry.
You too, though.
They're about to have a cave-in.
Oh no! It's the, what's it called? The Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Actually, this might be cuter in solid colors. Let's do that.
I wonder if they're ever gonna make another one of those. I assume so.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know, I never really played through one. Like,
Yeah.
I played a bit of one, but I didn't stick with it.
Yeah.
Not that it was a bad game, I don't remember why.
Not a game for us. Like the Pokemon games nowadays.
Well, those aren't a game for me anymore because I was so fucking disappointed in the latest ones that I was like, I'm never playing a Pokemon game straight up again. Like, that's bullcrap.
Yeah. For me it was you have a starter Pokemon and it has a unique move that only that starter Pokemon has, and you didn't even finish the animation for that.
I didn't really care about that because I don't really care about the animation stuff. For me, it was the fact that like the world was completely barren, unfinished, and ugly.
Yeah.
And that they were making 2 games at the same time.
Mm.
And that the mechanics, like, there are a bunch of towns, the best thing you could find was like random ingredients for sandwiches I was not gonna make anyway.
Yeah, I didn't.
The sandwich thing I think put me over the edge because it felt so unfinished.
Yeah.
And it was like the only mechanic in the fucking game. besides just open world, which they did with the game that came before. So
Yeah.
as much as I love open world games, you did that with a slightly better written game, because at least that one had the cool like pass thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty interesting. I actually rather they do that more. I would love it if they do Pokemon stuff in different eras. Though even that felt like, obviously from like the design element it did, but I feel like the writing itself too felt half-baked.
Yeah. It really just was like I said, I think the reason why I fixate on the animation thing is like that is a symptom of just not completing the game. Like,
well, to me, it's a symptom of having like 5,000 of these damn things, and you can't really get them all in.
Yeah. It's like, you cannot possibly put in the full amount of work to make something like that, and then also be doing every other one of them.
And that was the year that they put out 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, don't do that.
Yeah.
That was especially stupid for me, because it's like, most of the people playing this, I'm not necessarily sure if it's most with all the older Pokemon fans, but a lot of them are just kids.
Yeah.
Who get like, at best, maybe 2 large games a year.
Mm-hmm.
Which, the way their fucking video games are going price-wise, probably going to be 1.
One,
But like,
yeah.
they get 1 for their birthday and Christmas. And you're putting out 3 games in 1 year. Most kids are gonna have to choose between those 3 games, because they're only gonna get 1 for birthday and Christmas. So that's stupid to begin with. Why would you have competition with yourself?
Yeah. It's like, you're not gonna get that. You're gonna buy 1, maybe, and if it starts being that, like, you can't trust that 1 is even done, you're not gonna get that 1 either.
I'm sure we all as kids have regrets of the game we bought that fucking sucked.
Oh, sure.
That's gonna be 1 for those kids.
Yeah.
You save up all your money, or you like get your 1 Christmas present and it fucking blows.
I remember Dante's Inferno?
Yeah.
Which, like, at least we kind of bonded a bit on how shitty that one was, but, like, that's not a good thing. We have fond memories because we were together for that. I think that was, like, our first thing.
It was around, like, when we were first getting together.
Yeah, so, like, fond memories because of that, not because it was good.
There's a lot of things that when people talk about it, I eventually come to, especially like MMOs, it's like, no, you didn't have fun at that game because it's good. You had fun with that game because you were playing with your friends.
Yeah.
You can play a shitty game, and as long as you're playing with your friends, you're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's not necessarily a sign of a good game. That's a sign you got a good friend group.
Yeah.
Which is good to have. Good for y'all.
I mean, that was literally why I both liked Rift and then stopped playing Rift, was entirely because I had a friends group involved until they definitely were involved in other shit, and that killed that game.
I would argue Among Us probably isn't that good a game, like design-wise, but people had fun playing it with it because it was something you could easily pick up and do with your friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's how it got so big.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't have skyrocketed as it did if it weren't for that. Not saying it's bad, like, it is solid.
Oh, I'm glad.
Like, it's a solid game, it's simple, it's straightforward. But because of how easy it is to play with more than 2 other friends, because a lot of games now are going to just having 3 people in a group, which is really obnoxious.
Why?
They love the little helmets.
No, I mean, like, why is it obnoxious?
Oh, because
what's the good amount of friends to have for an online game, I guess?
Well, because a lot of games used to be either 6 or 4 in a team. And they've been progressively getting smaller and smaller. For no actual reason. The reason is to sell more copies of the game.
I can see that, yeah.
Because now, if you can only have 3 people...
I made him a little chunky bunny.
So, like, now, if you only had 3 people in a group, you either have 1 person who just doesn't play the game, or you get 2 more people in, and now you have 2 groups of 3.
Are there games that's fun to play with just 1 other person? I don't have that many friends.
There's a lot of co-op games and stuff. There's actually been a lot more co-op games recently,
that, yeah.
Which is good because, like, you know, a lot of couples want a game together. Yeah, I don't think it will block links. Fairly certain. go right ahead.
No promises.
If I see a thing pop up that says, hey, are you okay with this? Then I'll know that I forgot something, but you should be okay. I never
Bro's
know.
gonna be, what? It's so dark in here I can't see it. And the other guy's gonna be like, that's because that's your hair.
It's always good to not be able to see your doom coming. Oh, a tumbler. You forgot the chains. Everyone always forgets something. Wife has a checklist for a bunch of stuff that she does.
Yeah, a few people. You know who you are.
There was, in fact, a stream where I think that was on stream, right? Where it was the
yeah, where it's like our top clip, I think, where I forgot Melissa's fucking tail.
tail.
I'm so mad.
Horn, jewelry.
Stop having so many goddamn accessories. God damn it. I have a brush for chains.
Yeah.
Check it out. Nice.
Group Studio Paint. Just get all of the assets, all of them.
Yes. Look at that. I have a few chain brushes, actually.
Yeah.
Because they're never the right one. That sounds like a skill issue. Actually, you can get,
what's it called?
Stamps.
Yeah.
For stuff like that. But, if you look at the piece I did for the, print, where I did all the shiny stuff, which I have a few left of those, so I'll probably, oh, damn it, I needed to order shit over this weekend. Paul, can you put, like, order new merch on the thing?
Yeah.
Because I keep forgetting. I'll try to
You
do
want
that
to put
tomorrow.
it on the board?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, you want me to send it to the Discord?
No, I'll forget on Discord.
Yeah.
But erase the stuff that's on there and put it on the board if you don't mind, so I'll remember. But, I probably won't finish the book. I don't think it's gonna sell. But I'll definitely order the Sozo and the, Corneus and, the goat. But, when I put those up, I might put the other ones for sale. But one thing I did, and one thing I'll do with a lot of Clip Studio assets, is I will, use the asset to basically do a rough of things, and then I might change them a bit with, the tools, like the transformer stuff. And I'll just draw it my damn self.
Yeah.
Cause, like, it's never 100% right the way I want it, so... But at least I have something to map everything out.
Yeah. I mean, like, the, Calliope's horns.
Yeah, I have a horn thing for that. I mostly just use it, to help get the spacing and consistency right, which is hard for things like horns and chains, or at least the bumps and horns. Like, that is... and messes.
Yeah.
I'm very bad at chaos, because chaos has a certain look to it to make it look good. I cannot do... That's why I'm not a big background person. I cannot do that stuff. That's why I love those. Most of my pictures on my wall that are prints from people are stuff like that. Stuff that's very busy and chaotic, whereas I'm like a one-thing type person. Or a comic. And then, that way I can just use that as a base, and then I can draw from that. And it saves a lot of time and makes things look a little nicer, a little better organized.
Yes, you should absolutely be positive about your art. They're,
Me?
you know... well, they're saying that. And that's one of the things, like, Wife talks about. There will come a point where you will recognize more of the things you're doing wrong in your art, and that's less about you being bad at art and more about you have now gained the skill and ability to see things that you want to correct.
The worse your art looks, probably the better you're doing.
Yeah. But that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, the bits dropped.
Again? Huh.
I haven't done it for a while. I wonder what's going on.
Yeah. That's walk.
There's a wall.
Let's see.
Nothing happened. This is why we have you here, honey.
Yeah.
Think I should turn it off and turn it back on?
That
That did work one time.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Alright, we'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay, you'll have to also click the other YouTube thing.
Yeah. Watch it drop like a lead balloon.
Yeah. what's doing that?
I have no fucking clue.
Okay. Well. Okay. Should be back up and living? We don't. Okay. And.
Yeah.
Okay, no drop frames.
There we go.
Alright. Eh. Something on our internet, I guess.
Kid Icarus. Oh my god.
Terrible. Love it. Yeah. Eh. That seems to happen sometimes. We're not
I
really
don't
sure
know
why.
why, yeah. Ugh, now it's gonna do an ad again.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have been going for a half hour.
Oh, I thought I was gonna do the startup ad thing.
Oh, no, it's just doing the...
How would it know?
Stream's been going for a half hour,
I
so
will
it's doing the usual.
Bite.
I'm cute and adorable, what?
Yeah, you are. Ah, there you go. You could call them Icarus. That'd be cool. It's stuck in your head, isn't it?
A good song.
It is a good song. It's a little silly, but I still like it.
It's a little silly. As if it's not something that you got from me. Of
That's
course it's
true.
a little silly. This group I learned of because of my hobby and it's a bit silly. It's a good pun. Agreed.
I did that one comic where the one who voices like fear not, I am God, and Lamb goes like, oh my god, what a hunk. And like everything in there is fine, but I did go kind of ham on the perspective, and I took it from like a slutty selfie someone had posted on Tumblr years
Nice.
ago. I still have the pic, but it's not Twitch legal, like too much bulge.
Hello there. Yeah, and that's another thing too. You know, a lot of people are weird about it, but there is no reason for you not to use references.
Oh no, references are good.
And
You should use references. Don't be stupid.
and like it may be harder with like physical art, but heck, even if it's just like using tracing paper or something to give you a rough outline of that and then working from there kind of thing. Like, use references. References are good. That is how we understand the world around us.
I always actually thought, like, if you're a little baby just starting out, artists and stuff like that, or even, like, later in life, you should try some tracing. Because when I was a kid, and I was, like, learning, back in, like, elementary school and stuff, I would take the comic books I had, which this was at the point where they actually put out, like, the Pokemon comics and Sailor Moon in, like, full comic book size. And I would put a piece of line work over it, put a piece of line paper over it, and I would just trace it. And by tracing it, I learned a bunch of stuff about how the little intricate designs work that I didn't already know. This is one thing that I'd say I do style studies where I do that, but also if you're just doing like an art meme that comes from a certain anime or something, you'll learn stuff about that anime from like doing the art based off of that art meme that you wouldn't have noticed otherwise. It's really helpful. I don't think you should post up your tracing and be like, this is my art. No, that's stupid. People are gonna get on your ass. But I do think it is actually good for practice. You are learning while tracing, especially more intricate things. It's the same way like drawing from life and stuff. You notice a lot more little tiny details. Or just drawing from a reference. You're not gonna remember everything. You're gonna have to look at it anyway, so.
Yeah, meme drawings. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's good practice.
Memes will make you think in different ways and stuff.
Especially if it's like, one thing I love to do is do meme drawings from different, like, games and stuff like that. My favorite one are the Animal Crossing ones. And I gotta bring out, like, the Animal Crossing characters and, like, figure out their shading and stuff like that.
And proportions.
The proportions too. Doing those did actually help me figure out a more chibi style to my chibis, whereas my chibis were just kind of a child beforehand. Because I actually did have trouble with that. Because my brain was like, no, you need to do things in proportion, because it's used to that. Mm-hmm. Whereas chibis are definitely not. They're 2 heads tall. I'd say my proportion has really, like, gone to the wayside as the last few years. It's like, nah, we're only going to work in heads, and everyone's going to be weird sizes.
Yep.
Which I like, actually.
Owen, the Cupid doll. I almost said creepy doll.
Yeah. I got a Cupid doll. I need to give it tattoos.
Yes.
But tomorrow I should go outside. We'll go to the place we went. Yeah. I always have so many things I want to do. It's the ADHD.
Schedules.
I do love doing the style studies, though. That's where me specifically, I'll take a character or a thing that isn't in the series, like I did Jolene from JoJo in the style of panty and stocking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'll try to draw how that character would have looked in those styles, especially if it's a character, like, obviously the JoJo style is very different from the panty and stocking style. So it helps you understand that style a little better, because you're going to have to adapt it to things. It is wild, though, because, like, usually people just kind of, like, copy it. When you first said, like, people are making Enna OCs, I thought, oh, like the background characters? No, there's just Enna.
Yeah.
It's just Enna themselves, which makes sense, like, as far as, like, the vocabulary of the game. Of course you wouldn't make... Of course, if it's an Enna OC, because there's multiple Ennas, it would be an Enna character. It would just be Enna. But I was like, but we already kind of look like that, honey. We already kind of look like Enna OCs.
Yeah, we do.
I didn't realize they were doing, like, actual Ennas.
They're doing a half and half bastard.
That's really what it looks like, yeah.
I do like the...
I'm glad people are having fun. I just thought they were being, no offense, a little more creative with it. Because that seems like a really fun world to, like, make characters for. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No, I was thinking, like, yeah, it's just funny that they're, like, the half and half bastard like that instead of, the background. Because, like, mine would be, like, the little wind-up one with the stage ninja, I guess.
Yeah. I think you would just be an actual, like, gif of a dude with a puppet. And it wouldn't be your puppet, it would be like the one you actually own in real life. Because it looks creepy. And it would be like well, it would look creepy in like that world. Yeah. Because it's like a real live thing. And it would just be like a pre-recorded thing, a GIF that would come up and maybe like cycle through a few things. And it would just look so weird in that world, but it would be on brand.
Mm-hmm. I'd have fun with it. Need the Canadian it.
Whenever I try to think of what my character would be like as in a background character, I always think, nah, you're overthinking it. Nah, you're overthinking it. Nah, you're overthinking it. I feel like it has to just be vibes.
Yeah, I would agree. Go by vibes. What's the vibe? Yes.
Because if you think about it too much, it doesn't really have, like, the weird freeness that the Enna characters have.
Gotta have your weird core vibes.
Yeah. And if you think it out too much, it's not weird anymore. It's got sense made to it.
That's just silly.
I think it would be better to, like, get a specific concept down and then work from that. Like the word girl, she's my favorite.
Yeah. Pac-Man.
I can see why she's not as liked as, like, the Tasky girl. Because she's much harder to find. Tasky girl just kind of shows up. She is cute, though. I still like her. I just like the word girl better.
Yeah. Yeah, I think probably my favorite is the what's her butt? The one with the thingy coming out of the eye. I think that's probably my favorite. The business lady with the little thing growing.
Oh, the coral lady, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's crazy popular.
Yeah. So I know it probably makes me a little basic, but
Oh no, it's understandable. I like her too.
I just thought she was fun.
I mean, yeah, like a monochromatic businesswoman.
Yeah.
No, I would be fucking all over that. People ship her and Enna already.
Oh yeah.
Which I think kind of sucks a bit because I don't know how many characters are going to like continue to the next story. I think they're just gonna start pulling out their own BS.
Yeah.
I feel bad anyone liking characters right now, and you never see them again. I'm sorry, y'all. I felt the same way about Spanton. People got really obsessed with Spanton, and like, you're probably not gonna see him again.
Like you know me, I liked Spamton, so I thought it was funny that this like Spamton becoming so popular that they're just like, we didn't know this would go this hard. Guess we might have to do some more with Spamton.
I don't know. I don't think they necessarily will, honestly. I think he might show up and there might be some references. But
Okay.
as far as like character continuity, even like within the different black spaces,
Mm-hmm.
plus like depending on how you end the game, he kind of dies. And they can't really change the story enough where him dying or not is even like something that won't affect the rest of the story besides maybe like an end boss or something. Like, how are they going to change the story if Spamton's like important to it or shows up if you killed Spamton in your previous chapter? I don't think they're going to bring him back all that much.
Multiverse.
I think they're going to bring him back about as much as like they quote unquote bring back the, you know, Jevil. In that they'll have some references to him, and we'll probably find out more stuff later, but I think he's basically dead.
I can see that. I'm happy either way, because, you know, I got my fun.
I mean, yeah, fans make AUs all the damn time.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying game-wise.
Yeah.
Fanon does not affect canon.
Well, sometimes. I'm stuck. I heard a thing talking about Homestuck where it was like a comic begrudgingly dragged into stardom, basically.
Yeah.
Despite itself, it gained popularity.
That's how it be, though.
Yeah. On the other hand, though.
No one plans for, like, their stupid little fan comics to get big, honestly.
Yeah. Because how would you? Like, then you're just gonna sound like one of those people that are like, I don't know, shilling for a coin or something. Like, you would just, you hope for the best.
Speaking of which, we're having our own coin now.
We're not, could you imagine? What would our shill coin be?
I would probably call it something like Shill Coin, or like Rug Pool, or something specifically like, this coin will fucking steal all your money. There you go.
Literally, when you get our coin, you hand over your lifeblood to us.
Something like that, yeah. It'd have to be something specifically referencing the fact that this is not something you should buy.
Just literally, your blood. This is not a euphemism. Open a vein. It's ours now.
I have the Patreon. What do they need a coin for?
I always wonder about that when it's just like, I know that like some of the people that do that, like they don't have self-respect anyway, so like, but like some of them it's just like, how do you
sleep at night?
How do you sleep at night?
Dude, a lot of people do horrible shit and sleep just fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's the world we fucking live in, unfortunately.
Yeah, you know, Adam Conover was in somewhat of a controversy recently because, like, he was doing an ad for a thing and then later on was like, you know what, no, I actually don't like this company and I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh, that's cool,
And they were like, well, why didn't you do it at the start? And it was just like...
Maybe he didn't know?
He was just doing an ad kind of thing. And
he needs money!
And then people, you know, people blew him up over it. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's awful. No, I'm not doing this anymore.
Gee, he learned and changed his opinion? Oh no, that's kind of how shit works.
Yeah, right? And everyone was like...
No one can know fucking everything about everything.
Yeah, people were like, wait, you're not just gonna, like, lean into it and go super conservative? Really?
No.
Like, you know, jokingly. But it was just like, he, like, genuinely was just like, wow. Yeah, no, that sucks. I'm not doing that anymore. And then just, that was that. And it was wild. Honestly, like, you know, a lot of people nowadays just expect people to do that, to just, like, turbo into things. And yeah, like, people can. You know, you should give people the benefit of the doubt that if they are willing to change.
Sometimes also people can't, like, if it's an advertiser and stuff, sometimes they might just be in a contract and they can't get out of it, and people need to fucking eat.
Yeah.
That's why be mad at the company, not the people supporting it for the most part. Now, if they're really well off and stuff, like they're fucking Jake Paul or some shit, no, you can fucking buzz up. But if it's just like some YouTuber and they're supporting something you don't support, I mean, you can stop watching them, but don't like harass the poor fuckers. They're just trying to make money and live.
Yeah, like, you know, the thing going on with VTubers and stuff. One of many things, but you know, the ones right now, like that, at least one of those alt-right people copped a ban for being a stupid shit, and hopefully, since that now puts them in ill repute, gamer subs are going to drop them too.
Is that the one that people were pissy about gamer subs having?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so they are going to drop them.
We're not sure yet, but most contracts involve like, hey, if you do something scummy or things like that, iApplier, then they can drop you for it, right? And getting yourself banned for reading porn to children looks bad. I mean, obviously, being an alt-right chud also looks bad, but that definitely looks even more bad.
That arm is fucked.
No, they can't have a messed up arm in a cave-in. They'll be left behind or used for food. Minecraft eating noises.
This style really looks easier, but I think it takes more time.
Simplified things do, because you have to boil them down to their base elements.
Well, just the solid color look. Ironically, it probably looks like less complex, but it actually probably is.
When you're doing like the lineless?
Yeah.
I tried to learn things.
I appreciate it, honey. You don't have to.
Yes, I do. I totally do. How can you support if you have not learned how to support?
I don't have to, but I appreciate it. Now, we're just on the first one.
Yeah.
We are on the last 40. And we have only done this one, so... Though it is about, like, I would say nearly done. I probably won't shade it, because it'll just, like, get in the way of the colors, so...
And we had a tech issue, and we fixed it. So we're doing good tonight.
Who's ever next is probably who's ever next on the list, because I just went down the 20s.
Yeah, we go through as it's been put in, kind of thing.
I try my best. Like, if someone's on, I'll try to do theirs. So if you're not next Sharpflyer and whoever is next isn't on, I'll try to do. Just so people can see their thing and complain at me the whole time.
They don't do that.
Should.
No. Bites you, bites you, bites you, bites you.
You can't bite me, I'm over here. No one's redeemed a bother, stay away.
There. Someone redeem a bother.
No.
I got, wait, where is it? There it is. I got the Pico hammer ready.
No, don't Pico hammer wire.
It's pretty funny that,
Ah, shit.
Yes, I am freed from my prison. After 1,000 years.
How
Boop.
dare.
That person that I was learning how to set up Sammy from, their first video was setting up the little video of the Pico hammer whapping you.
Nice.
Hey Taylor, how's it going? Oh, they're really proud of these characters.
They're cute.
They are very cute. I like the Diglett. I like women shaped like a pear. Aw. Diglett was their favorite as a youngin.
My mom, whenever you asked if she remembered any Pokemon, she would immediately say, Diglett!
Because Diglett's cool!
It's like the one she remembered. It wasn't her favorite. Her favorite was Pikachu.
Oh, yeah.
But she, I always appreciate that she remembered so many of them, because, like, she wasn't into it. She was a fucking adult. But the fact that she remembered so much of it while we were kids was really important.
Yeah.
It was nice that she gave a fuck.
Nice that she cared.
Which one's Golurk?
That's the big golem, isn't it? Pardon? The ghost steel one?
Oh, he has a cool design. I could see making a Gajinka. Is that how you pronounce it?
Gajinka?
Gajinka.
Or Gajinka?
Gajanka.
Yeah, that's the steel golem with the...
I could totally see designing something nice with that.
Big Pokemon version of Iron Giant.
Oh. I always had this Gajinka design of the version of Typhlosion in the past. Like the one that they made that was like Ghost. And I wanted to make it like basically a geisha more or less, and then have the crocodile one is like a lounge singer, and have them kind of together.
That would be cute. Let's draw robots and beasts. It's really funny. There really are, like, it really is just people either like to draw mecha and mecha style stuff, or they don't.
Pointy.
Angular.
Soft. But
Draw them soft.
they're not soft.
Little husband can be soft.
I did have to turn someone down recently because they're like, "Can you do mechs?" And I was like, "What's the mech?" And they showed me this complex thing. I was like, "No." I was like, "No, I don't have to take that, and I don't wanna. But find someone. Good luck."
That's a little out of your wheelhouse.
It's not my vibe, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a mecha artist around who can do it. Whenever I say that, it's like, you might want to find someone who's more like tailored to this. It's like, do you know anyone like that? No, because it's not my wheelhouse. No, I the person who draws soft bloody animals, do not in fact know a mecha artist off the top of my head. Because they're an entire like different fandom than I am. I'm sorry. I mean, you're free to like find them. I don't even remember. It was on like Twitter or something.
I always find that funny how much people specialize in art. I should put that.
I mean, anyone who's into something usually specializes in something.
And like, you know, there's a lot of normies, like people who are outside of the art circle kind of thing, who are like, it's just art, do art. And it's like, no, these are wildly different things.
Well, it's like the sciences. Someone who's really smart at biology probably won't be really smart at anthropology. Like, there's different things, and people learn about different shit. And usually once you get into it enough, you specialize in something.
Yeah.
And that's basically what artists do.
That's really neat. I've enjoyed learning more as I've aged with you.
Thank you, sweet.
Yeah. I think it has definitely improved my life. Yeah, biology, like natural looking creatures are fun. There's this one guy that does a lot of like Photoshop editing and that kind of stuff to make like heinous monster creatures. And the way that he plays with impossible anatomies and stuff to make them look more heinous is really fun.
Is it the guy who worked on the Bill book?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I love him.
Exactly.
I almost got the Bill book because I knew that guy.
Right?
And I was like, so cool! Look at him in like a well-renowned thing. I was so proud of him. He deserves it too. He's a really good artist.
Yeah, he's extremely skilled. He I think he streams.
Yeah, because he streamed working on that Bill picture.
Yeah.
I don't know, he mostly does photo manipulation, which is not my bag. Not that that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
But, so I probably wouldn't get anything out of the stream necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't watch streams to begin with.
You'd probably get more from watching the Phil Tomato.
Yeah, I need to watch him more. But he mostly, like, updates on Instagram, and I don't like Instagram.
Yeah. Well, like, I have him followed on Twitch. So, like, it'll show you if he's streaming.
Yeah, I'm just not good at sitting down and watching streams and stuff. I'm not a fan of watching unscripted content.
Mm.
I'll watch collections later. But I'm not a fan. That took longer than I expected for something so cutesy.
You get in the groove.
Alright, now time for the 20s.
Yeah.
Let's see, Nico Jars first, but since Starter Player's here, we'll do Shy.
Yeah.
Don't let me forget that, because his doesn't have a picture, so I might forget it.
What, Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget the Nico. Nico, Nico Dugan.
Nico, Nico Toga! Choo! Oh, I probably got Pichu. I want to hear it. You guys want to hear his head?
That's not petting. That's flapping. Flapping is the opposite of petting.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got my head shaved. You can flap my head.
Soft, seductive turtle flaps.
I have a side cut.
Yeah. I trimmed it. I gave it the v.
I have watched, like... I did watch a nearly 6-hour video once.
Mm-hmm.
It took 2 days. That was the Down the Rabbit Hole on EVE Online.
Yeah.
And even then, he was like, I didn't cover a lot, man.
We listened to a big chunk of that on the road because we had a
Yeah.
big road trip at the time to get her tattoo.
Yeah.
And so we just played that during the road trip, and it was fucking wild to hear how Wild West Eve was, and will be.
I'm glad I listened to it.
Yeah.
But I sure as fuck, like, don't want to do a lot of those.
Yeah. Eve's one of those things that, like, you can hear a big long thing about the crazy involved with it and be like, wow, okay, I've learned all I need to know about Eve, and then never touch it again.
It was interesting.
It was. Yeah, that's how my time playing it was, too.
I'm always kind of fascinated about the, like, amount of the social settings of, MMOs.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I got the wrong guy. Whoop. I figured it was the other guy.
Oh no, people are a super freak for that one on the left.
I did not get it, but it'll go off. Have
Yeah.
a good day. Have fun. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but like, yeah, that's what she's doing, Firefire.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you know, the social aspect of it was the entire reason why I played Rift. Like, that would not have been my bag before, because it's fantasy and all that stuff.
I'm just not, like, I don't see it. I'm sorry. No, at all.
Yeah.
I do not see it.
Neither of us have played that game either.
I mean,
so,
I've seen it.
yeah.
I don't really get it there either.
But
I do not get why people are attracted to the weird polygons.
It's the two pathetic hairs on top. Really gets them going.
But I've been attracted to weirder things than that, so I'm not even going to say anything.
Yep. We don't judge here.
No, there's a lot of shit I don't get.
Everybody can...
I don't get Gudra.
Yeah, right?
I still don't understand Gudra.
Everybody can be their own little freak in their own little way. That's what the internet's for. There's in fact entire areas dedicated to specific types of freak. And if the people that keep doing the inflation stuff don't fucking tag their shit, I swear to God. I don't know what's wrong with Blue Sky of late, but that's been a thing. Hello, Neverbear. How's it going?
People are, though.
There definitely are.
They are so attracted to Baldi, and I do not get it.
It's true.
I kind of get the FNAF stuff if you're, like, already, like, a furry and stuff, or really into robots. But
Yeah.
you have Starscream, so you have no excuse.
That's good. I'll give you that. I have seen so many furries, specifically, go out of their way to get into...
Well, I'm gonna make the
FNAF.
hair the frame. Since she's transparent anyway, it'd be a good way to, like, tie everything in.
Mm. But, like, there's one person that I've seen that does the FNAF art, but they've mainly been doing the security breach one, right?
I do like those designs better.
Yeah.
I think they're really fun.
They are. They do security breach FNAF, but they are both a fan of Don Bluth
Ooh.
and gay furry. So they're like Don. Yeah. Okay.
Redundant.
Okay, but you know how like gay cis men draw really wide
Yeah.
for their furry art, right? That, but Don Bluth.
Mm.
So it's like Dragon's Lair, but like 1.5 width.
God, is he the same guy who did the Seinfeld Don Bluth furry art?
Maybe? I wouldn't be
Because
shocked.
apparently that guy has like an AU made of just like this one guy from Aerosmith at different points in his life.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a fucking
Sure.
Wang video about it.
Huh.
So I wonder if it's the same guy. He did do like ridiculously accurate Don Bluth shit though. I'm not even joking.
I'm
Like
not
he
surprised.
did like little animations of it. I think he did do some Five Nights at Freddy's stuff of that. He was a furry.
People are down bad. People are down bad for a lot of things. Let's be real there. If there's a thing, somebody's down bad for it. We'll just put it that way. This is the personification of existential dread.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that really ruffles feathers.
Oh yeah, people are like as soon as like a mascot horror hits, some like teenager is gonna be like down bad for the fucking character. Just
Oh.
period.
Foxy is extremely well loved. Yep, they're on an auto timer.
But not have you seen any of the puppet one you played?
Hmm?
The Resident Evil puppet one. Have
yeah.
you seen any porn for that?
No.
Yeah!
Really haven't, yeah.
Yeah! That's weird!
Yeah, no, I agree.
Does that even count as mascot horror though? I guess it kinda do.
I mean, I guess in like a Sesame Street kind of way.
It's kind of its own thing.
Yeah. I think partly because it wasn't, it was really more of a Resident Evil game with a mascot horror skin.
Yeah. I don't really think it had the staying power with the kids a lot of those had. I think more adults liked it than anything else.
Yeah. I think that's really the thing, was just because, like, because of it being a Resident Evil game as opposed to a mascot horror first.
I mean, mascot horror I don't think has a set gameplay except for like running.
Mm-hmm. But it has like a vibe, I would say.
I guess. Not a very good one in my opinion, but why do y'all make me draw this shit, I swear.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't block links, so if you want to, go ahead. Like, we're, you know, she's arting and stuff, so we might miss things. But yeah, if you want to, go ahead.
Y'all do this just to make fun of me, I swear.
Quick, make her draw something silly.
Oh, as long as it's not Beavis and Butthead shit again, I swear.
Armor.
Man, that just wears away at my, like, psyche, man. It's just so much effort. Oh my god. Every time I see someone request something with armor, I'm like... it's like doing a workout or something.
Yep. Gotta do your
Not
leg
a fan. Don't want.
Gotta do your leg lifts.
I don't want to do. It's so much effort. Oh my god.
Now you gain power, wife.
I don't want to gain that kind of power. I don't want to do armor. Ah, it dropped again.
Okay. There we go.
It's still low.
Yeah. Okay, so it's internet thing then. It's not just you.
I was going back up. It still says red, and the chat won't open.
Yeah, close the chat and relaunch it. Then I just...
The other stuff isn't up either.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Let's try that.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully that'll work.
Yeah.
Plus each time we gotta start it up again, it doesn't add, which is annoying. Obviously a plot by big ad.
Yeah. No, we just restarted it, so you may need to refresh. It does seem to be something in our internet is being wonky. Not really sure why, but uncertain on that end. But should be good again.
Ah, shit.
I should tell you.
Doing a lot of just color things today, I bet.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna do it in a solid color. I'm gonna do a gradient. I'm just trying to draw, OBS. Let me draw.
Yeah, the joys of modern tech. What's causing this fuck up? You guess.
Well, it's a little better than it used to be, I guess. Because it used to
Yeah.
be like one thing didn't work, and then everything was fucking shit. Reload.
Yeah. Building Legos. And I love to see when the people do like all the crazy, like, I got this kit and I did this thing with it instead of whatever it was trying to get me to do. I love those. Well, we got the face hugger for the Easter Bunny. I thought that was super cool.
Hi, Shy.
Hi, Sean. Ooh, shy, shy. I'm old. I do not ask forgiveness, nor do I care.
I have no idea what you're even talking about.
It's a song reference from like the 80s?
Honey, you weren't even like all that old in the 80s. You were like a baby.
Yeah. I was still exposed to everything.
Baby!
No. It's just good old Twitch.
Yeah, just reload it. Hopefully it works now.
When in doubt, if it's being futzy, you can always go to our YouTube, where we are also streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can use ad blocks.
Ad block.
Hey.
I ain't even making money off this. I make money off the Patreon.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck.
Fact, as always, we shill here. There you go. If you want to watch it through YouTube instead of through Twitch, there it is.
You'll have to read me the YouTube comments though. I
Hmm?
have it up here.
Oh yes, I have them up. So, for those who are now back from the ads, that is the YouTube channel where we are also streaming to. So, if you want to watch it there on YouTube instead of on Twitch, we appreciate your support. Feel free to watch it there and say hello to us. As always, like. Apparently, liking a live stream on YouTube is a good thing, so, you know, whatever. Click the heart thing, make a comment, interaction, and all that crap. Yeah, we do the Twitch ads are automatic, that way people should disable loading in ads for time kind of thing, so that is the best we can do with a Twitch situation. Everything in the world runs off ads these days. Except for your TVs, apparently. There was a thing recently, hello! Life is indeed made better by Tobies from our YouTube channel.
Mm.
There was a the Roku TVs had an update recently, and for whatever reason, it completely borked having HDR stuff. So you know, like how when you first got your new monitor, and for whatever reason it would like flashbang to one side, it would be super washed out. It was making their TVs do that.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. And people were big mad about it because it force updated itself, and then when it did that, completely fucked their ability to watch certain shows.
I would be very mad.
Yeah. And their response was basically, nuh-uh.
Yaha!
People were like, the fuck you mean, nuh-uh? They had like pictures and stuff in it. It was like, wow, yeah, no, that's fucked. And it was just like, and it doesn't do it like if you had a Roku stick hooked into the Roku TV. So it's just something that they fucked up in the update for the physical TV.
Wow.
Yeah, literally. Well, don't worry. Whatever you were watching on that can't hurt you because you couldn't see it, and it would indeed blind you. It's just like, that's the world we're in. Your TV just will suddenly stop working because they did something piss poorly.
Your car will suddenly stop working if you got a fucking Tesla.
Yeah. Oop, update didn't work right. Guess your car doesn't exist.
Guess it blows up.
That in and of itself was wild when it was just like, that one that blew up on the front of the building and they didn't even know if it was a terror attack. Like, holy shit.
It's kind of a poor car to choose for that.
Yeah.
Is that a terrorist attack or a statement, or is that just the car blowing up? I'm not even sure.
Somebody did an X-Men joke about that. It was like Magneto. Like, no, Magnus, you can't do that. People might be harmed by that. And it was like, I didn't even do anything yet.
That's fucking funny.
See, that's why we need to import glorious K-trucks from Japan.
Hey, Chuck Supremacy!
I love those little things. I heard somebody at work was like, the new Ford F-150, blah, 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 and then started like grilling how bad its stats were and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to just be like, That's why you should buy a K-Truck, because it costs a third of the price and has twice the towing capacity.
But you can't get him here. It
Yeah.
looks amazing. It's just eyes in front of a fucking background. Yep, that looks amazing, alright. Don't lie to me, Shy.
Characters personified exactly as they should be. Horrifying.
I'm gonna use it to do an effect, but yeah.
Behold the void of space. Ah, yeah, those sumptuous space-time curves.
I swear there's a method to my fucking madness. You shouldn't believe me, but there is.
They know you enough at this point to know that there is some kind of method going on there.
They are wrong.
They blink and suddenly there's a Mona Lisa. That's how artists do it, right? Superpowers? I'm gonna go with superpowers.
Sure. I need more stars.
Aw, they said that I sound like one topic.
Ah!
I'll take that as a compliment. Right? That's the
Yeah.
purple guy with the beard? Yeah, I
Yeah.
like him.
Ah, well, I have the side cut, so we got it set. Let's go.
Heck yeah. Sell your soul for art powers.
Can I have some?
I'm sure there's a lot who would.
That'd be that one JoJo character who's got, like, just done.
Rohan, yeah.
God, I wish I had that power. Now that's something I would sell my soul for.
Time's accelerating and the world's coming to an end. Well, that one guy still got his stuff in. The fuck you mean he still got his stuff in?
That was the funniest fucking joke in that whole damn show. I'm not even joking. Like, that made me fucking fall out of my chair laughing. That was so fucking funny. Ruined it. What?
Literally the artist making fun of himself with his own self-insert character.
It's like in Dr. Stone, where they brought the mangaka back to life, and he was immediately like, my deadlines! And they just gave him paper, and boy just went ahead.
Sir, I think you're like 3,000 years behind. I could still make it!
I love Dr. Stone.
Yeah. I like that it's definitely one of the, like... It's the Rick and Morty, but without being a cunt.
Yeah, that's one thing that really got me into it, was the fact that Seku actually realizes that being smart doesn't mean you can do everything. Being smart means that you know enough things to get other people to help you with.
Yeah.
You know who's helpful to you. You know that you are not... Being smart is not skill. Being smart is the blueprints to do what you're gonna do. So you can't just be like Rick and the smartest dude in the universe. No, you have to be able to figure out how to help the people around you so that they will help you with your thing, so you can all work together for a better future.
Mm-hmm.
It's the whole, like, we stand on the shoulders of giants thing. And I wish, like, more smart people would kind of realize that's what true intelligence is. Getting, helping other people help you for a common goal.
Yeah. I like that. I think that's such a better way to write a smart character, for starters.
Because that's what being smart is. Being smart is realizing that you can't do everything. Hello, you're next.
Hi.
And it also, like, one thing I can't really stand about shonen battles shit is the whole, like, I'm doing this for my friends and stuff like that. We all work together to be a better thing. In that one, it's actually what's happening.
Yeah.
Hey, these people are smart at this thing, or these people are skilled at this thing, or these people can do this, or they know about this thing, so we can all work together to make a final product that's better than what we could have made alone. Like, it's an actual practical use of that, instead of just, we're friends and all our vaguely defined fighting styles will help us win. I hate that shit.
Power of friendship and this gun I found.
So not only are
Nico.
you, like, emotionally tied to these characters, but you know that any of those characters being hurt is going to hurt the group as a whole, because you all rely on each other for your skills and your knowledge set.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone getting hurt or being upset or becoming an enemy hurts the whole group.
But yeah, that like people can be very specialized into one thing or another. And like they're saying on the YouTube that like you can be very good at one thing and have no common sense.
Yeah.
Like that 100% happens. There are people who are wildly smarter than I could ever be in their incredibly narrow field. But like if you get them into anything else, they're dumb as a sack of hammers.
Bro, no human can be smart about everything. The concept of the Renaissance man in this day and age is 100% impossible.
Yeah.
Because when the whole of man's knowledge was just like 5 things, yeah, you could kind of be a Renaissance man, but the whole of man's knowledge is way bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever anyone like tells you they know how to do something and it's not their field of study, do not listen to them. If they're like, I'm a doctor, find out what they have the doctorate in.
Yeah.
Find out how they made their money.
They might be a math doctor.
Well, they might be someone who, like the guy who, even just Dr. Oz.
Yeah.
But like the guy who said like taking vitamin C would cure colds. No. He wasn't a he wasn't a nutritionist. Which I didn't even know that was a thing. What is 2 hairs? That's weird. I just thought like you take vitamin C because it helps your immune system and that kind of helps you get over the cold eventually. It doesn't cure your cold. It's just you might as well like stock up on the shit because your body's working twice as hard.
Yeah, like I was always told you get zinc and vitamin C because it helps your body recover faster.
Yeah.
And it's what your body's going to be using up.
It's not going to cure it. But...
Yeah.
Or like the guy who said like fat produces more body fat than sugar does in the 70s. Like, he didn't know. He wasn't a nutritionist either. A lot of people do this. You have to double check what anyone fucking says about anything because you don't know where their fucking research comes from. If someone on TV is saying something that is the opposite of what like the basic scientific like expectation is, which you can just Google, like, don't take your meds, or don't do the vaccine. Don't trust them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know how much peer review there is for this shit?
Yeah. Like, see who they work for, or who they're sponsored by. If the person who's making $100,000 a month being paid by a country says, hey, we should totally be friends with this country, even if they are the most straight-backed person in existence, you probably wouldn't trust them, because that sure seems suspicious.
Don't trust any singular person. Trust groups.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have them. So you don't get one bias from one person. That's like why we have the CDC and the health organizations and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically not to do that crap.
Whose job it is to literally go and research. Is this good? Should we do this?
Don't trust anything RFK says. This is unhealthy, says the man who looks and sounds like a ghoul from Fallout. Jesus Christ, that man is creepy. I wouldn't even, like, say that if, like, it was something that he couldn't have helped and stuff, but he's, like, trying to give all this health advice, and, like, he is, like, the last person in the fucking world from the Behind the Bastards we did. Like, the man used to, like, just chill outside of fucking, like, the place where they throw the carcasses of cows outside of slaughterhouses.
Yeah.
To get his, like, birds to eat the rats that crawl on them. And ate roadkill off the side of the street. I would not listen to a single thing that man says. But the fact that he's like, yeah, I'm the health advisor, is like, fuck you is, bitch! He
was actually getting grilled recently, and they're like, why should people take health advice from you? And he's like, well, I'm not saying that they should. And the media are like, aha. And they're like, your job is to do that. You are the head of people who do that. The fuck you mean, don't take advice from me?
I'm sorry, but I think, like, if you're gonna do that shit, you should have to have a doctorate.
I would agree.
At minimum.
we have, I believe, a new person, animator Ethan, over in the YouTubes.
Hi,
Hello.
YouTube man. Or woman. Like, if there's no prerequisite for stuff, I feel like if you're president, you have to have the prerequisite of doing some kind of political office.
Yeah.
I don't even if it's just like the school board, something. Yeah, we also have a YouTube stream going up
Yes. So we have
because Twitch was being a little bitch.
There we go. So we have a YouTube thing. We actually simulcast on both the YouTubes and the Twitch. So some people prefer to come to Twitch, some people prefer to come to YouTube. Either way, we are very happy to have you. We seem to have gotten things sorted back out again, and it seems to be alright. But some people don't like ads and things, so they prefer to go to YouTube. So,
Yeah, I have ad block on YouTube.
So we have both.
I got ad block when I got like a 2-hour ad
Yikes.
from like PETA or something like that.
Yeah.
Something I definitely would not watch because it would gross me the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way I can get the chat for YouTube on here? Because I can't read it.
Yeah, but you would have to be logged into the YouTube thing.
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I could just pull it up because I follow us. I'll just mute it.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep an eye on the frame rate when you pull it up. Yeah. It should show the channel as live. See, what you can do then is you can just do the pop out the chat, do the little 3 buttons, and pop out chat. And then you can shrink down that window. Or actually, you can just close the window and it'll keep the chat up. I think.
I don't think so.
But either way, now you have the chat up.
There we go. Okay, now I can see the YouTube chat.
And doesn't look like it's affected the frames. Oh, okay.
Yay! Solve that problem. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because I could only see the Twitch chat. We have his and hers PCs.
Because we're dorks.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because that shit is handmade. Are the tariffs affecting the medieval fairs? Yes.
Unfair, unfair.
Oh, this looks kind of cool without the thing in the background, actually.
Oh, that looks haunted, yeah.
Tomorrow, we might head out to a consignment store that we've been to, just to, like, walk around, because it's cool shit. When we get a house, I'm totally gonna go to, like, those and, like, thrift stores and get a bunch of weird-ass furniture.
As you should.
I'm trying to get out of the house more, and that's something to do and walk around and see things. I'd like to go to one of those antique malls that's around here, but I think they're maybe like 50 minutes out. Just us and a bunch of grandmas. Though I guess we're getting to that age, aren't we?
My hot potato.
Thank you, sweetie.
My name, my old lady.
I love you too. No, I go out for walks and stuff when I can. I actually have a treadmill. It's to like go to places where people are, more or less, and you know, walk around my husband, see things, fight depression.
Yeah.
I told my psychiatrist I would go to the thing this weekend on Saturday, but not after I cried in therapy. I used up all my social points.
Crying in the club.
I felt so dumb.
Maybe.
I'll have to talk to him about that next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. I did bad job at therapy. Rude. I am the gremlin.
Hey.
I don't know what he is.
Bites you, bites you, bites you.
I don't know, you really have a gremlin. Oh, fuck, I did that all in the same layer. Damn. That was stupid.
One layer.
Why would I color it and then just make it all the same color?
One layer challenge, go!
No, God, no! Some people do that, though. Especially the people who like to do digital paint.
Minerva does sometimes.
Yeah, like if you're into digital paint, I can totally see that. 100%. Because, like, if you're doing digital paint, if you have it on separate layers, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work with the layers below it.
Would make sense.
So you would probably have it all on the same layer, and then you could literally do it the way, like, traditional painters do it. Just with an undo button, so it's better. I used to not know how layers work when I was, like, in middle school.
Oh, they're a traditional artist. They have one layer because it's
You
paper.
can have layers in traditional art. Actually, you kind of manually do layers anyway. Because I used to do traditional painting back in high school and stuff like that. And I still traditionally paint, like, figures and stuff. But I have not done even, like, a sketchbook for traditional art in, like, legit years. It's great. I am so glad to not do that anymore. I used to have to draw it digital and then, like, redo it. And not no more, motherfuckers. Nope, nope, nope. Like, I'd have to draw it digitally and then bring it on here with, like, a picture or a scan. That was so annoying. I hated it.
Use your phone to bring it into the...
Bro, I used to have to scan it with a physical scanner.
Jeez.
And then if you drew something in real life, it never looked as good, like,
Yeah.
when you took a picture of it.
There
Fucking horrid. I hate it.
Hey.
That's okay. It took me, like, a real long time. I was doing digital for quite a while before I completely switched over to not sketching things first in a sketchbook, because it just feels more natural.
I remember there for a hot minute there was an app that was specifically for taking a picture of your sketches and then importing them.
Yeah, I had one like that.
And it would do some fiddling with it so it wouldn't fuck up the colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, just like that thing.
Good luck with that. Alright. I mean, Toby didn't know his stuff would be like a Tumblr sexy man, so no one do.
Does anybody ever truly plan for it to be a Tumblr sexy
I don't
man?
think you could plan it. I think if you did, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And if they would, like, during the time, they would have definitely made more of them.
Yeah.
No contest. Alright, it's, Nico Jar's turn. Nico Nico Tuga. Should baby jail just be a box?
Should be a circle of cucumbers.
Oh, that's a cute one. Why, your character here for that?
Hey, baby jail. Oh no, you're not spamming YouTube chat, you are talking. And while we may not be as fast at replying to all stuff as we can be sometimes, but it's still good. Chat all you like. That's the point. It's part of the enrichment of being here. To communicate.
I'm gonna redraw this because this is like ass, but basic concept.
Fucking low poly box.
I know, right?
It looks like something from like either like the Mika Mika Dance or like VR chat.
It does.
It might be.
I wonder how many models from Mika Mika Dance are in VR chat. There's gotta be a ton.
There's gotta be a big overlap in that, I'm sure.
Usually, when I did traditional, I had to go through and edit them, like photo manipulation, just to like make them look decent. There are some apps for that, but you'd have to find them because I don't use them, obviously. I do have to say, but going fully digital does make things a hell of a lot faster than it used to be. What's a tinier box?
I mean, just like a smaller...
Yeah, but what's like something that we think of as a small box?
Like a UPS box?
Mm-mm.
Or like an Amazon box?
No. I keep thinking of those little like Chinese boxes for takeout.
Like a takeout box?
Maybe I'll do that.
That would work. Those little pagoda
Having this
ones.
be straight on is so wild to me, but it would fit best for the composition.
Big stretch. Stretching my legs. Heck yeah, photography. Tupperware.
Tupperware.
For the small one. That would be pretty funny if it's just stuck in a little Tupperware container, just like...
I think I'm gonna put it in the little Chinese box.
Gotta have air holes for the...
No, it doesn't! They have the bars! They're fine.
Upside down cup with a piece of paper under it.
That might be pushing it, but yeah.
Trap the little bastard. Three grumpy eyes. I'm honestly surprised I haven't seen Nari drawn as that little cat from Animal Crossing that everybody was...
Raymond? I
Yeah.
almost did. I almost did like a maid outfit for him when I was... You can see it when I posted up the time lapse.
Mm-hmm.
Right next to it was a fucking picture of Raymond in the dress that I drew 3 eyes over. I almost did it, but I decided against it because it was too much work.
Yeah.
At least for the time. Loss.
Angie Claus. We just got him back from the vet and he's already trying to escape, and it's Nari chewing his way out of the cardboard box.
Crown will look sad.
Little tear from the center eye. I'm stretching.
Stretch me. Oh, horrible.
Hopefully they can't hear the sound of my antique knees.
I know, right?
Almond baller on top of the box. Honestly, I think they'd be pointing at him. You know that meme with like the one person that loses on the Monopoly board and the one's in the gay baby jail and the others are like pointing and laughing? Be that.
Leshy, put Leshy on top of it.
Leshy's the one that won. Who would be the one doing the money at them?
That would probably be Leshy, actually. Because he loves seeing his brother fucking fail. I feel like Leshy's the one who, like, everyone's like, oh, he'd be the closest Narner. No, I think, like, Leshy would be the least close, and I think he'd be fucking mean to him.
He'd be the shitty little brother,
He'd
too.
be a really shitty little brother, yeah.
Ah, Nerosa's got roses blooming in their yard.
Neurosis. Cirrhosis. The roses. Damn it.
Nerosa supposes erroneously. Yeah, we like, there's, she showed me one that somebody's Leshy looks like they're, like, straight out of Baywatch. Like, handsome Mick Chadlington Leshy with the fucking mullet.
I just made him a little emo kid, so... I don't know, to me, he and baby coated.
Yeah, I like him gremlin coated. I just find that one that was hilarious because it's just like, bro, why did you draw him so hot? What the shit?
I didn't really give them like set ages or anything because I want them to just kind of be like the range of ages people would consider those personality types more or less. But like, I would probably put Leshy as like a college kid that just started and is just over enjoying his fucking freedom.
Yeah.
Like, he gets drunk a lot, he yells a lot, he doesn't know how to socially interact with people and doesn't give a fuck.
Bar fight Leshy.
Yeah! Yeah!
How are you even in here? You're 19.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Leshy would be like drunk all the time, but he'd be like 20. He legally can't drink. Or he'd be 22 and just refuse to give his ID. Both work.
He's fine. He's perfectly legal. He's just an asshole.
Yeah. Ugh.
To pay off the debt, yeah. Works at the bar because he keeps fucking the place up. Shimura, the incredibly tolerant bartender. Or would it be Haket?
I have Haket work in the food.
Hee.
I'm planning to do a comic where, like, they ask Narender what the fuck he does around there. And I was gonna have, it point out the fact that, like, one of the reasons they all just kind of take over the things is because they think everyone's doing a bad job and they're just little fucking busybodies.
They all know that Owen's not gonna do it.
No. No.
100%.
Owen's the mascot.
Yeah.
It's Narender's cult. Owen's just the mascot.
It's like Mickey Mouse, but a fast lamb.
Where he gets held hostage. It's the cult where he gets held hostage.
Calamar would be the server. Yes, because Calamar likes to talk to everyone.
Calamar is just there flirting with his own fucking spouses.
Calamar, incapable of shutting the fuck up.
That's what I was gonna have Calamar do when he gets drunk, just be flirty as fuck. Because I was planning on having a comic where they all just get fucking drunk. Except Haket. Haket can just drink you all under the fucking table. And lift you all up while sitting on the table. She's strong and she can outdrink you and she can outdrug you and she can outlift you and she can outcook you.
She's literally just bench pressing the bench.
Yeah. Owen's mildly scared of her. We're all kind of mildly scared of Haket.
Cat mom, scare-oused.
Oh no, she likes her. No, she's a parent. She gets this shit. She sees through it immediately. She has the fucking little that little eye scratched boy out as a son. She fucking knows. I do notice that, like, in the DLC for the like Pilgrim one, they have a little baby picture of Alan Ball, and he already has his eye scratched out and his ears. That didn't happen while he was serving as, like, the bodyguard for, like, the god of death. That little fucker's a baby. What was he doing?
Unrepentant shit.